Hello everyone and welcome to Nerd Goblin Art. Look at the stickers. I'm Lula. There is a Stick It If You Dare collaboration and it is being run by Gert from Gert Creates, Marie from Jinrin Creates and Claire from Starcrafts. So it felt rude not to take part, and because I am not yet past Halloween, yes I know it's November, I am happily going through more stickers. But it's still autumn, so I can get away with the autumn stickers, absolutely. And to be honest, I can do stickers anytime that I really want, can't I? So yeah, I can, if it's your thing, you can use whatever stickers you like all year round. Now, ignore the ghost stickers. I don't end up using them, but they're lovely anyway, aren't they? So I'm going to concentrate on this mould first, and I'm going to use Nebula from Create and Bloom. Now this is one of those cute little sample pots that Lou sends out whenever you make an order, and it's really nice colour actually. And I'm going to try out adding some Super Sparkle White, and that is available from Tracy at Mini Scenes GB. So I obviously I need gloves, which means magic, and that was seamless. So I've mixed up my resin, and today I'm using craft resin. That is right, and it is a 1-to-1 epoxy. I'm not going to put you through mixing all of these, but just in case there are any new folk out there, I just want to show how we mix in at least one of the cups, and then we'll do a clever little edit to when they're all ready. And look at that colour. Now, what's cool about those little sample pots is you really don't need a lot. You don't, and you saw how much that I just put on my my lollipop stick there, and adding a little bit of the Super Sparkle White. And of course, everything that I use where possible I will link down below in my description box. And also, excuse the bang, a dog just decided to get in the way. What was I saying? Oh, and not only are there links to things that I use, there are also some, I've lost my trail of thought now. Griff, go lie down. Discount codes. Oh my goodness. There are also links to the discount codes, which are very useful. So please do use them. So all the pots have been through my Resiners debubbler. And it needed it because it's getting colder, and I wasn't as particularly careful when I was doing all the mixing. So there you go. Right, so I'm just putting in the first cup, and when you're doing these types of moulds, and from experience, because this isn't my first ball game with this particular mould, doing exactly what I'm doing here on the screen is don't fill it all the way. Get your silicone tool, whatever that may be, and give it just a little run around. You're more likely to get bubbles. With this one in particular, you're going to get them on the lid around the edge, so that's on the bottom at the moment, and of course around the curves. So that's where you want to concentrate it a little bit. But as long as you're taking your time and you do run your silicone tool around those parts, and you can use your Isopropanol Alcohol, you can use your long net lighter, but of course the resins that I use, whether it's the craft resin, Apex resin, even Teexpert, they're all really good, I think, for degassing. I've not had a problem with any of those. So don't worry, I've still got enough. My guesstimations were pretty good on this one. They have been off lately, haven't they? They've been a tiny little bit off, but we're okay. We're okay. So as you can see there, silicone tool, and I've gone down to one of my more skinnier ones because that stirring stick is a little bit cumbersome for that type of job, and you might end up running your resin over the sides of the mould. Oh, I didn't say, did I? And if you're not aware, these moulds, the first one, the littler one, is a jar mould, and this one is like a storage tub mould. And what's good about this particular mould, they're stacking. They can stack, and I do need them. I need more. You know, your craft collection, it just grows overnight, I find, and I need somewhere for like the little things, you know, like the buttons and all the things. They should do like moulds that are bigger. But there we are, and these moulds are perfect for that, especially if you want to make your own. And that's the lid. It does come with a weird lid that looks like, I guess, I'm like a mountain scene. I'm not sure. I've never cast it because it's not something that I really like or use. But you can decorate these how you like them. So that's what I'm doing. So the pour is first, and then we'll be doing the sticker bit. And Gert, don't panic. I've been tormenting you, saying that I'm going to do all the stickers, and they're not going to be UV DFT ones. But I am using those ones. And I've got this blue colour shift by LOULAHALL resin, and that one's all gone. All gone. You can see that I quite like using this one. So I'm just mixing this, and as you could see, I did have this one sitting on the side ready for the pot. But looking at it, I'm like, this isn't going to be enough for this jar mould. So off camera, I will mix up some more resin, and I want to mix in some white into that resin because I want to do a bit of almost like a dirty pour with the jar mould. So I'm going to use the Apex. It used to be just for you online, but I think you can still get the white pigment paste from Apex. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. It might make sense. If it doesn't, never mind. So here I am, by the magic. And this is how I am pouring it in. And I am sorry you can't see it going into the mould, but you get the idea. I like to put the one colour above the other and let it tip in with the blue. It does take a little bit of practice. When I first ever tried to do it that way, I made a mess, but I've got used to it now. And I'm just doing this little thing where you like dip in your tool like 3 times. I can't remember where I saw that. It was on Instagram, and I do apologise, but it was someone on Instagram, not on YouTube. But I can't remember the name of the channel, so sorry about that. But yeah, it does. It gives a nice. It helps your colours do a thing. I don't know. It's not as much. This isn't marbling. I'm not doing the marbling effect. It's more of like a flowy yumminess, because this mould I'm going to be putting on the autumn stickers, and because they're so rich with the autumn colours, I wanted like the colder, like sky type look. You didn't see what I mean? Yes. I happen to have this mould waiting in the wings. Now this arrived yesterday from Temu, and I know it's an animal, but I couldn't quite remember what it was. And I like to play this game where I don't look back at the order. You know, when the less obvious moulds, I'm like, oh, what could it be? So it's like a nice surprise for me. I can see it's obviously got ears. So, you know, that's cool. So you know, with those type of moulds, always make sure to give them a little squeeze like I just did. And I did exactly the same pour to begin with as I did with the jar as well. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I have got a little bit more resin left and I will use that, and you'll see that when it's all cured, which it is. Hooray! I used my mat because I have no patience, and I'm a little bit obsessed with my Millennium Falcon mould at the moment, and it's a great little mould, and the colours look absolutely stunning in that. So let's check out and see what this is, because I really couldn't remember, and it's definitely, well, I knew it, I could tell it was an animal, but which animal I couldn't. And look, oh my goodness. I'd completely forgotten that I'd ordered this, and I'm genuinely, because it's such a long time between orders with Temu sometimes, and this one did take a little bit longer than normal, but isn't that gorgeous? I love it. I love it. It's so sweet. So on to the jar. Now I'm going to speed this up because my fingers weren't being fingers properly today, and I needed my belly. And I just didn't seem to have the power in my hands to be able to, it was quite a difficult one. It was quite difficult. So, yeah. I was pleased to see you. But look at that. Look at the colours. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Isn't that gorgeous? It's come out so, so pretty. And no bubbles. Not even micro bubbles. I'm so pleased. There we go. And always put your moulds back to their original shape. So the lid isn't a really big surprise, is it? It's not really, but it's beautiful. It's so sparkly. So, so sparkly. And out comes the actual tub. And I just want to be careful because it's been a few weeks since I managed to slice my fingers on anything, so I am being very careful. And that colour is absolutely stunning. Look at that. And the sparkle. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And yes, you can see the structure of the mould. You see like the cross in the base of it, but that's fine because I'm going to be covering that up anyway. So I'm never quite sure with the lid. You know, when it doesn't seem to fit as well into the space when it's on the flip side. So there we are. So where it comes to the stickers, I definitely decide that these aren't the way to go. They're not, the quality isn't the usual, and I think the colour I've chosen is simply too dark for the ghost because it is really quite thin. And then there's these. So this is what I'm going to go for. I'm going for the bat and the pumpkin, and because I'm the way I am, I don't mind that it is you know, like a Halloween focused, because I have a weird type house. Yeah, I have an authentic house, authentic to me. And I'm so happy with these. And these stickers give me joy. And if you're making something and it is just for you, do things that give you joy. And don't worry if it's meant to be like seasonal. You know, be happy with what your things are. So, of course, these are UVDFT. Is that right? I usually say the wrong words, but that's what they are anyway. So they stick down and then you peel off the top layer. Now, there's not necessarily a need for you to top coat these at all. because once they're on, they're not really going to be going anywhere at all. But I prefer to give them a top coat, just because I think it looks a lot neater. I like not necessarily seeing the lines of the piece, you know, even though you can still see the difference. I'm probably getting words wrong, and they're tired. But I know what I mean, and it makes them a little bit more robust. When you live in a household where there's a specific naughty cat that likes to get into everything, and oddly, it is a black cat. It is Mr. Binks. Yes, he is the typical naughty pussy cat. Well, he's not. He's a scientist. So it's nice to make things a little bit more robust. So if he's gonna, knock anything off, I know that it's not gonna get as damaged if I give it a top coat. And with putting things inside the tub as well, it's gonna get less chance of possibly getting scratched and stuff. So that's what I'm gonna go for. Is it gorgeous? I didn't know if the colours of the bat and the cat would work, but they do. And I gotta have that. I've had my eyes on that little bat since these stickers arrived, and he is just absolutely gorgeous. And he's gonna go on and he's gonna join the cat on the lid, because not. He is absolutely stunning. I love him. I love his little face. Look at his little face. I love all of them. That bat, that sky puppy in there. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. I honestly was going to I have been tormenting Gert. Gert doesn't like stickers being used. But these ones are okay. Like regular stickers like you'd put on a t-shirt or whatever. I have been tormenting her all week. She still hasn't forgiven me the fact that my desk is covered in stickers as well. But I wanted to go for something I want to use. That is a skull. Those little skull molds I've done recently, the key ring sort. I cast some the other day, but they weren't ready to be demolded. I can't remember which video it was. It might be a future video. It might, because I've juggled videos around because I forgot. I thought I had more time for this collaboration. I thought it was like next Saturday, and I was like, oh, it's Monday. Okay. So yeah, I think it is a future. So on Wednesday's video, you'll see me making the skull molds. So I decided that was perfect to use as a handle for the lid. Yes, perfect. And I've just used some glue. Now, these stickers are absolutely beautiful. And I've ordered more, to be fair. These are the same. It looks like the same artist. I hope it is an artist. I'm guessing it's an artist. I'm really hoping it's not been stolen, like AI type thing. But recently I did some Halloween coasters, and they are absolutely the same kind of art, and I'm guessing it's the same person, kind of. It gotta be. But I love it. It's very folky, whimsical. I want to say Scandinavian type art. What I consider, and I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. So I'm not very good at putting stickers onto shaped surfaces, I found out. And it's the first time I've ever tried actually putting down a sticker on a shaped surface. Oh, you tumbler, please. This is why I know I would be rubbish with tumblers. I watch you all the time. I've seen people doing them, and I still wouldn't get it. No. So I had to work out a few little kinks, but it's fine. It is fine. It is good enough for me. It's perfect for me because I have an overflow of buttons. Yes. When I'm doing my mixed media stuff, I like to use buttons quite a lot. So I just needed an extra jar because my main jar is it's hit its limit. And I've been sent some more buttons. I thought doing a little split by there might be useful. But I don't know. It was still a little bit hinky here and there, but we manage. I do manage by, pushing down and using that little scrapey tool that I like to use. But, always a few little hints and tips in the comments are always welcome. But apparently this is something that I need to learn. I really do need to pick up on this skill. I didn't want to waste the stickers either because they're so beautiful. And against that colour, I think they are absolutely stunning. Really are really very stunning against that gorgeous blue and white mixer. Yeah. It doesn't look too terrible. My only issue is a little bit up here really with his umbrella. But you see a little bit come off. I could have done it. So I'm just going to ignore it. I'm just going to put my thumb on it and pretend it didn't happen. Now this particular jar, I'm not going to worry about sealing it or anything like that because that would be really messy. I'm perfectly happy with it like this because it's going to be sitting on my shelf, storing some buttons. Buttons, I love buttons. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. And the next thing is I'm going to be giving a top coat to the lid. I'll show you doing the lid, but I'll be doing the inside separately. Again, I'm doing this specifically for the new watchers who may not know how. Just getting rid of a few little bubbles I'd managed to get in there. When I know I'm top coating something, I'll often use like a safety pin to pop the button, and then brush it down. So cute. I just love that. I love when you open it up. I don't, it's almost like I can't put anything in this jar now. I just need to look at it now and again, open up the lid and smile at the bat. Right then. So I've got my gloves on and I'm using J. Diction UV resin, and this is to give it a top coat. If I was doing a coaster, I would be using my epoxy resin because the epoxy resins have more of the heat resistance to them. But because this is simply a lid and a tub, the storage tub I should say, I'm happy using the UV resin to give it a top coat, and it's nice and quick to do, isn't it? So it is evening time. I decided that I was going to demold and do any UV work during when it's dark, just so I have more work time with the UV resin. So just teasing that UV resin all the way around. I don't mind if it's not all the way to the edges. It's going to look nice and tidy, and making sure to get it around that skull as well. Of course, I glued the skull already and that has set. And I'm just making sure to go around it, and it's just giving that skull some extra bit of strength, so it shouldn't really pop off anywhere either, because at the moment I'm using Green Stuff World instant glue and it seems pretty solid stuff. I'm quite enjoying using it. Subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing, and if you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so. It doesn't cost you anything at all. It is the click of a button, and all it does is it helps my channel. And down there's also an option to hit a bell. yes, you can hit that bell and you won't miss any of my uploads, because sometimes I do sneaky ones, yes. I also have channel membership, and that gives you a few extra perks, like some early access to videos, some sneak peeks, and some pictures and things like that. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. And it costs less than buying a coffee. How cool is that? So these are cured. I've done the lid, and I think it does look better like that with a top coat. And I've done the inside as well, just to make sure that that gorgeous bat, that sky puppy, is absolutely protected and won't get any scratches. I'm in love. Yeah, it's a jar in a storage shop, but those stickers just give it that something, don't they? They are absolutely gorgeous. Thank you for letting me join in with your Stick It If You Dare collaboration. I've had fun. I love stickers. I have a drawer full of stickers, and I find it hard to use said stickers. And of course, my little extras, we've got my little cats, and they are so sweet. I love them. And my Millennium Falcon. I'm turning all these into key rings, by the way. Oh, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you're inspired. I really do hope that you check out the playlist down below. Support everybody if you can. It's all good to grow each other, isn't it? And help each other out. Love you, and stay wonderfully and unapologetically weird.